Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming a book haul and a stationery haul. I recently mentioned in my previous video, which was my February TBR, that I wanted to start annotating my books. So I went and did a little bit of shopping today for that, and I did a little bit of book shopping as well. I did have a gift card, so I didn't really pay for anything today other than a few things that I got from one of the stores I went to, just because I didn't feel like it was worth using the money off my gift card for that, because I barely got 5 things. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys what I have for today. I hope the lighting is okay. I'm trying to film in our bedroom because the lighting is better in here, but right now I am not sure how good it's gonna be. I might have to turn the brightness up on my light, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started so this video is not too long, because I have a lot of books that I've accumulated that I hadn't shared with you guys before that I really want to share, because I love watching book hauls and watching people talk about the books that they bought. So that's what I'm gonna be doing in just a second. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. The first 2 books that I have here are part of a series, and that series is called Crave. And if you've seen or heard about that book, you know that it's about vampires. And I love reading and watching movies, reading books and watching movies that are based on like vampires, werewolves. I really enjoy that. And yes, I do like Twilight, if you were wondering. So I do have the first book, Crave, in my on my TBR to read, but I decided that because I already have the book Crave, I wanted to get the other books in the series, because I am the type of person that if I have a book like book 1 from a series, I need to read the other books from the series, because I need to read the whole series in order to determine whether I like it or not, because I just don't think reading the first book is giving the whole series a fair chance, because I don't know, maybe the first book may not be as great, but the rest of the series may be better. So I'm the kind of person who buys the series without reading at least the first book. So that's what I've kind of started doing. I have here I think this is the second and then the third book or fourth book of the series, but I have Crush and I have Charm by Tracy Wolff, and these covers are really cool. I have the hard covers because that's what I have for the first book, and I'm not someone who can just mix and match paperback and hardcover. So I have the hardcover in these books, and I actually found Crush and I had found Crush and Charm, I think it was Target, and at least this one was 20% off. I don't know, I don't remember if this one was as well, but this is the first 2 books that I have, and I'm not going to read the synopsis because I don't want to give away like what these other 2 books are about without having read the first one first. So yeah, those are the 2 first books that I have, and I'm very excited to finally get to them, because like I said, I enjoy watching and like reading books that are about werewolves or vampires, so I'm excited to get to that series. The next book that I have is The Fear by Natasha Preston, and I have like 4 or 5 of her other books that I have read before, and I do actually really enjoy them. They're thriller books, and I actually really enjoyed her other books that I've had read, and I don't have this one, which is The Fear. And it says, it's just a stupid meme that's going around their small fishing town in the dead of winter. People reposting and sharing their biggest fear, but when her classmates start turning up dead, dying in the way that they said scared them the most, Izzy knows it's no joke. So I'm assuming this is like some trend that's going around and people are starting to turn up dead, and now this character Izzy is gonna have to find out what's going on in her town. But yeah, I do like her other books, so I decided to pick this up because I didn't have it and I want to read it and figure out what is going on. The next book I have is She's Gone by author David Bell, and I am a sucker for like mystery thriller books, so I have a couple in my pile that I want to share with you guys. And this is the first one. This is the next one I have. I wanted to pick this up because the synopsis really intrigued me, and it says that it's pretty much about a couple who have been in a terrible accident, and the boyfriend wakes up in the hospital, and he is being I guess accused of possibly doing something to his girlfriend because her blood was found in the car that they were in an accident in, but her body wasn't found. Like, she pretty much like disappeared. So I think this is going to be really interesting, and I'm really excited to figure out what happened to her. It says the perfect couple is the perfect lie. So this is really interesting, and I've never heard or read anything by this author before, so I'm excited to see how I like his writing and the story. And then I have A Line in the Dark. It's A Line in the Dark by Melinda Lowe, and I've also never heard of this author before. Another Target pickup that I saw, and like I said, I love thriller mystery books. And it says the most important thing is Jess Wong's life is that Angie the most important thing in Jess Wong's life is that Angie Redman is her best friend, even if that means Angie can't see how Jess truly feels. It's okay that Jess is the girl on the sideline that nobody notices. That means she's free to watch everyone else and be at Angie's side. But when Angie starts falling for Margaret, a girl from the nearby boarding school, Jess can already see what's going to happen, and suddenly her gift for observation is a curse. As Angie drags Jess further into Margaret's circle, Jess finds more than her friend's growing crush. Secrets lie just beneath the carefree surface of this wealthy, privileged world, and when they come out, Jess knows Angie won't be able to handle the consequences. When the inevitable darkness finally descends, Angie will need her best friend. This is another author that I have never heard anything about, so I was really intrigued by the synopsis and figuring out what are these secrets and that the main character finds out and what happens. I'm really bad at describing books, but yeah, another book that I picked up from Target. This next one is Even If We Break by Marique Nijkamp. I have no idea how to say this name. I'm so sorry. But this is what the cover looks like, which, like, the cover is pretty intriguing. It says it was never just a game. Five friends go to a cabin. 4 of them are hiding secrets. 3 years of history bind them. 2 are doomed from the start. One wants to end this. No one is safe. Are you ready to play? This to me sounds like a very quick-paced thriller book, and like finding out what is going on. It almost reminds me, I feel like I've read a book like this where these friends go to a cabin and one by one are like murdered off by they don't even know who. So it kind of reminds me of a book that I've read that kind of sounds similar, but I'm excited to read this. I'm not gonna lie, this was more of like a cover pickup because the cover really intrigued me, and I just thought, like, why not give it a chance? I haven't read anything from this author either, and yeah, so I decided to pick it up. Okay, these next 2 books are also thrillers, and I love my thriller mystery books. This one is 5 Total Strangers, and this is by Natalie D. Richards. And this one, if I remember correctly from the synopsis, is about strangers who were stranded, I think, at an airport, and they decided to take the road trip together without knowing each other to get to their destinations, and something like starts to happen on the way to wherever they're going, and I guess one of the strangers that's on the journey with them is not who they say they are. So that really intrigued me. I don't think I've ever read a book like this before, so I really wanted to pick it up and read it. And then the next one that I have is The Murder Game by Carrie Doyley. I believe is how you say her name. Luke Chase never wanted to get caught up in a murder. When his roommate Oscar convinces Luke to break the rules and sneak out of their boarding school dorm one night, it sounds like fun. They'll meet up with a couple of girls in the forest, have a good time, and no one will ever know. But when the wife of one of their teachers is found dead in the woods the next morning, Luke realizes they're in deep trouble. Instead of admitting where they were, the group decides to solve the murder on their own. but with so many suspects, will they be able to catch the killer before the killer catches them? I love murder mystery books. I love murder mystery books, and I've read the Truly Devious series. If you guys haven't read it, I suggest that you do, because I've read every single book. The only one I haven't read yet is the last one, which is 9 Liars, and this kind of gives me that kind of vibe. So I really wanted to read it, so I'm really excited to get to this. I think I might try and do like a reading vlog where I try to read only thrillers for like a week or something like that, because I have a lot of books to get through. So this one is another one that intrigued me, and I'm very excited to read. Okay, the next 4 books I have are by Colleen Hoover, and I've read a good amount of her books. I think I've read like 3 or 4 of her books, and I decided that I'm gonna make it a goal for me to read all of the Colleen Hoover books that are out, because I really enjoyed Verity. I really enjoyed It Ends With Us, and I really enjoyed It Starts With Us. And I've read Layla. I forgot about that one. That one I don't know, it just wasn't what I was expecting, but I did kind of enjoy it. But yeah, I really want to make it a point to read all of the Colleen Hoover books, just because I know that they are very well loved books, and I want to know what all the hype is about. I just want to try and read all her books that are out. So the ones that I have here are November 9, Reminders of Him, Ugly Love, and Confess. And I am gonna try and go in blind with these books, because there are a few in here that I don't know if the plots are things that I would really enjoy reading. So I decided that I don't want to know what these books are about, and I'm just gonna go in blind. I literally just picked up the books off the shelf when I saw them, because I knew that I wanted to try and read all of the Colleen Hoover books, so I just grabbed them off the shelf without reading the synopsis on these. And I think I end up enjoying books better like that, because I don't go in with like expectations or hopes of what will happen, or having any knowledge of what the book may be about, because I find that I sometimes start to build like the story in my head, and when things are not as I think they're supposed to go, or things are just not what I don't know how things turn out, then I kind of don't enjoy the book as much. So I'm gonna go in blind with these, so I'm really excited to read them. Maybe I'll do another book like reading vlog or something, reading these books, just because I really did enjoy the other books that I read from her, so I know that these ones are going to be good as well. There's other few books that I've recently purchased that I have mentioned in my previous February TBR, and they're books that I am trying to read for this month of February, but I don't think I'm going to include them in this video just because I don't want to sound very repetitive. So if you're interested in the books that I will be trying to read for February, go watch my previous video. I am trying to read as many romance books as I can for this month, because like I said many of times, mystery and thriller books are my favorite, and I do enjoy romance, but I find that I tend to gravitate towards mystery and thrillers more. But I've made it a point for this month, because it is Valentine's Day this month, I'm going to try and read as many romance books as I can. So I have my February TBR up if you guys want to check out which books I have on my TBR for this month. Maybe it'll inspire you to pick up a book as well, I don't know. But one of the books I did not mention in the TBR is Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Nevine. I'm not sure how to say her name. She was the author of All the Bright Places, which I have read, and that was a very long time ago when I first started getting back into books, so I don't really remember like what the story was about. But it says, Libby is the girl whose name everyone knows, but no one really sees her except Jack. Jack is the guy who's friends with everyone, but he doesn't let anyone in except Libby. The two make an unlikely pair, and yet they just might be able to change each other's worlds. So this is, I don't know, the cover also really intrigued me. I think I enjoyed All the Bright Places. I don't really remember exactly what it's about and what happened. I do know that it's kind of a heavier book, I believe, so I was really interested in reading this one by the same author because I don't think I've ever read anything but All the Bright Places from her. So yeah, I picked this book up as well. So I'm hoping to get to it maybe next month in March or something. I don't know. We'll see what I read after February. I feel like I'm gonna be over romance for a while after trying to read all these romance books, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Next couple books that I have are from Half Price Books, and I actually picked them up today. I was going in trying to find books that I already had on my TBR that I wanted to find, like other books from the series, The Kingdom of the Wicked. I had the last book, but I didn't realize it was a series when I bought it. So I was trying to purchase the first and the second book, but they didn't have it at my Barnes & Noble, which was really annoying. But I found it at Half Price Books, but I'll get to that in a second. I was trying to go in with the intent of only buying books that I really wanted to get, like books from other series that I want, like books from series that I have but don't have the full series of. But obviously I picked up other books that weren't really on my list to pick up. But the first one I have is Love in the Way of Serial Killers, I believe it's called. I can't really see the title because the sticker's in the way. And this is by Alicia Thompson. And I've seen this book online. I wasn't really sure what it was about. I didn't really pay attention to it. But the cover really intrigued me, and I love true crime anything. So basically what this is about a girl who loves all things true crime, and she is in her hometown moving from her childhood home, I believe, and she thinks that her next door neighbor is a serial killer. So I'm assuming she's gonna try and find a way to expose him or to figure out if he really is a serial killer or not. But the cover is what really intrigued me because the cover is so cute. It kind of gave me like Valentine's Day vibes. I don't think it has anything to do with Valentine's Day, but the cover is really cute. So I don't know, maybe I'll try and read it this month of February as well, just because it looks like a really cute book. Like I said, I had a couple of books in mind that I wanted to try and find, and the first one that I did find was on my list was Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I believe that's how you say her name. And this is what the book looks like. I have book 3 that I purchased and didn't realize beforehand that it was a series. So before I read the book 3, I'm going to try and read book 1 and 2. And I did find Kingdom of the Wicked, but I didn't find Kingdom of the Cursed, which is the second book in the series. So I'm going to try and find the other book as well, hopefully soon, just because like I said, I'm the type of person that cannot read one book from the series and not finish the whole series. I kind of force myself to, but then I always end up enjoying the books anyways. So yes, I got Kingdom of the Wicked. And then another series of books that I have book 1 of, and I wasn't planning on getting it, like getting the rest of the books in the series this trip, but I found them, and it's the To All the Boys I've Loved, book 2 and 3. And I think book 2 is P.S. I Still Love You, and then book 3 is Always and Forever Laura Jean. And I have both books. I found them both at Half Price Books, and I'm really excited just because I have been wanting to read the first book, which I have already, but I know that this is like a series, or what do you call it, a trilogy. And I actually have seen the movie and I really enjoyed it. It was really cutesy, like kind of cheesy, but it did get me in my feels. I actually really enjoyed it, so I really wanted to read the book, but I didn't have the other 2 of the series, so now I do. So hopefully I will be getting to that. I will hopefully be getting to the series later in the year, maybe during the summer. I don't know, it kind of gives me the like summer vibes, so maybe in the summer I'll read this series. The next book that I have is Girl Online on Tour by Zoe Sugg, and I have watched Zoe's videos for a very long time. I think since I was in maybe middle school. I don't really know, but I love watching her videos. I just love her. Her personality is so like, I don't know, like you feel like you could be friends with her, and I just love her videos. And I do have her first book that she ever wrote, which is Girl Online. So I purchased her first book, which is Girl Online, like maybe 5 years ago now. I don't know how long they've been out, but I never purchased the other books from the series, and I'm not really sure why, but I found this other copy of Girl Online on tour, which I believe is the second one of the series, and it's actually a signed copy, which is so cool. Like, I wasn't expecting to find a signed copy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I was so excited. I told my fiance, I was like, oh my god, you never know what you can't, like, I can't believe I found this book. Which I love the cover. It's so cute. I think this is going to be also like more of a cutesy kind of book, so which I'm fine with. So I was just really excited to find this, and I just love the cover. It's so cute. The next two books I have are books that I've seen talked about on Book Talk, on YouTube, and I think Instagram. And these two books are also more of like romance books, but I don't think I'm going to include in my February TBR just because I already have like 10 books almost, I think, in my February TBR, and I barely can read 5 in a month. So I'm gonna not include these in my TBR for February, but definitely are gonna be on my physical TBR of books that I want to read soon. And the first book I have is Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I feel like I've seen so much about this book that I don't really know what it's about, so I just picked it up because I know it's been talked about for so much, so I decided to just pick it up, and the cover was really intriguing, and so I picked it up, but I really am not sure what it's about. And then the next book I have is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and another book that I'm not even sure what it's about, but it looks so cute. I think it's gonna be, I don't know, it kind of gives me the same vibes as The Love Hypothesis, just based on the cover, but I decided to pick it up either way because I know this is another book that was talked about online, so I picked it up, and the cover is just so cute. And then the last book for this book haul that I have is A Court of Thorns of the last book that I have is A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this is another book series that I have. Well, I don't have my TBR. Well, I kind of have on my TBR now that I have the first book, but this is another book series that I've had my eye on for a while. And at first I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick up the paperback books or like the hardcover books, but I've been really just loving paperback, and I decided to just pick this up today because I saw it on the shelf and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna grab it. They did have the other two other books of this series, but I just didn't grab those, not just yet, because I just have a lot of other books to get through. I'm not sure when I will read this, but I will hopefully read it soon. And I just love the cover. The color of this, like the paperbacks, are so cool. Like the colors are just so pretty and vibrant, and they just catch your eye. So that's why I decided to just go with the paperbacks, but I literally have no idea what this is about. It says, when 19-year-old huntress Feyre kills a wolf in the woods, a terrifying creature arrives to demand retribution. Dragged to a treacherous magical land she knows about only from legends, Feyre discovers that her captor is not truly a beast, but one of the lethal, immortal fairies who once ruled her world. At least he's not a beast all the time. As she adapts to her new home, her feelings for the fairy Tamlin transfers from icy hostility into a fiery passion that burns through every lie she's been told about the beautiful, dangerous world of the Fae. But something is not right in the fairy land. An ancient wicked shadow is growing, and Feyre must find a way to stop it or doom Tamlin and his world forever. This is like totally different from what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a whole, I don't know, I wasn't really sure what I was expecting, but I'm definitely intrigued. I'm very excited to read it, and I just love the cover and the color of this book. It's so pretty. So that's all the books that I have to share with you guys. The next couple of things that I'm going to share with you guys are just things that I bought to start annotating my books. I don't have everything that I was looking for, but I decided to just share with you guys what I bought for today. For that, I'm really excited to start annotating. I always was the type of person who was like, I am never gonna write in my books because I just couldn't like bear the thought of writing in a book. But now I'm all for it. So I'm just gonna share with you guys what I've purchased. So the first store that I went to look for like stationery stuff was Daiso Japan, and I thought they would have more. I don't know if my store that I went to just wasn't that well stocked up with things, but I found a couple things that I really wanted to get, but not a lot. So the first thing I have are this set of paper sticker ribbon, and it's just like, it looks like a little ribbon, but it's stickers. It's almost like a border that you can put on your journal. I mainly got this as well because I'm going to start doing a reading journal, and I'm very excited to do that. So a lot of the stationery stuff is to annotate, but also like write in my reading journal and kind of decorate my reading journal. So I got 2 of these little packs. The rolls don't look very big, so that's why I got 2. The next thing I have is this little like almost like a to-do list thing. It's kind of, I'm not really sure exactly. It says to do sticky note, and it just has the little almost like the little to-do squares on the side. I don't know if you guys can see them, but I thought it was really cute, and I'm really excited to use them. The next thing I have is this little sticky note pad, and it has like, it's almost like in the shape of a book, and it has different sticky notes that I can use. And this is what it looks like, which I am really happy and excited to start using. The next thing I have is these natural color flake stickers. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I think they're like, the backing of them is just like translucent, so they kind of just stick on the paper, but there's no like solid color behind them. But this is what they kind of look like. It's a little bit hard to show you guys because of the foil wrapping. This is what the stickers on the back, they're included in the pack. And then the last thing I got from Daiso was this set of book like tabs, and they're actually ones that I was looking on Amazon and was gonna plan on getting, but they only had this like style and color. So I think I'm just gonna order the ones I saw on Amazon either way, because I want to have a variety of colors, because I want to try and match my tabs to the covers of books. So this is the last thing I got from Daiso. So the last set of things that I bought were from Staples, and the first thing I got, which was this Scotch Create Tape Runner double-sided like tape. And I saw this, I've seen a lot of people who journal use this, and it's pretty much like, instead of it being like whiteout, it's actually like tape, and you can put it on like a piece of like tab paper, or just in general any papers that you want to put in your journal, and it has the stickiness on this so that it sticks to your page, which is really cool. And I wanted to get one because I've seen that being used online before, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it because I think that's gonna come in handy. And then this next thing I got is this Papermate Ink Joy Gel Pen 30 pack of pens, and they're all like different colors. But yeah, I wanted to get new pens because I don't really have good sets of pens, and I know Papermate's a pretty popular brand, so I decided to get this. This was $34.99, which is kind of a lot, but it comes with 30 pens, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna splurge a little bit on these pens. And each pen, like the color on the outside represents what color the ink is going to be, which I thought was really cute. So I have different colored pens, and I have this big stack of them. The next thing I have is what I'm going to be using as my first book journal. And I used to have a book journal that I had bought off the Owl Crate website, but I I did use it for a while, but I just wanted a little upgrade and I wanted to use a journal that was kind of more, I don't know, grown-up-ish. So the one that I have is this one. It says be bold or italic, never regular, which I thought was really cute, especially but like what it's going to be used for is going to be my book journal. So I thought that was kind of cute. And it's the like, it's a ring, I think it's called the ring journal, where so like you can open the page and it can fold all the way back. So I like this one because I like the like grid paper. I think it's going to be much easier than having lined paper or no lined paper at all. And then it came with this little like stencil thing and like this ruler that you can pop out if you need to, so you can use it. So I thought it was really cute, and it does have a lot of pages in here, so I feel like this is going to be a first book. I think it's going to be a good first book journal, just because I feel like it's going to be able to get a lot of use from it. And then the last thing that I have is a 2023 planner. I used to use a planner every day back in like 2019, and then I kind of fell off of it for a long time because I don't know, I just felt like I don't know, I just kind of fell off of using my planner. But I found this one that is so cute. There was a different one that I really liked, but it was like it wasn't a hard like cover, it was like a flimsy plastic cover, but I kind of decided I wanted this one just because it's really cute. And it also like flips all the way back, like has the rings to hold. And I just thought it was really cute because it also includes like stickers that you can use, and then all of the new like tabs that indicate the month have like little quotes on them. And I just thought it was really cute, and I want to stay really organized this year, especially because I say this all the time, and I really want to try and upload as much as I can this year, just because I love YouTube. I love watching book videos, I love watching makeup videos, and I really want to take it more serious than I have in the past, because I feel like in the past I'm like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that, but I just never follow through, just because I don't know, I just never follow through. And one thing that I really want to purchase that's a little bit more of a splurge is a vlogging camera. I was wanting to vlog today when I went into the bookstore, but I only have a DSLR camera, which is too big for me to take in store, and I'm not about to have people see me vlog because I can't even vlog in front of my fiance. I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing it. Maybe one day, but yeah, I really want to get a vlog camera so I can do like reading vlogs and like maybe like book shopping vlogs and things like that without having to carry around my big DSLR camera, because it's just too heavy for that. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this little book haul and stationery haul, and I hope that this inspires you to read more or plan your months and stay organized. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave it a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And I will go ahead and see you guys in my next one. Bye!